This is the MFP video report for December the 11th, 2012 for my YouTube channel. Now, and multi other channels out there. Now, here's the thing. I will be talking today on the, shall we say, the misuse of power by Mr. Roger Goodell, Mr. Roger Badell, as myself and Chad Bluen have termed this man. Now, it all stems back to the Bountygate scandal by the New Orleans Saints. Now, problem is they're really, in terms of a smoking gun, there's a gun there, but it's not smoking bad enough for there to be enough fire to actually get somebody, get a player. The players look like they're going to get away from this scot-free. You know, the 3 or 4 players that are alleged to have been in this thing, and that the evidence maybe has shown that possibly had been in the thing. Now, question for me is this, in terms of Mr. He tried to step away from it and get an impartial, quote unquote, person to come in and adjudicate the matter. But the problem is that he went and got out Mr. Former Commissioner Tagliabue. Now, granted, Tagliabue came down and he appeared to want to come down on both when he made his decision. He wanted to come down on both sides of the matter. But the problem is that's not going to totally work. He came down. He didn't want to make the current commissioner look bad, and it's probably what would have happened if he did come down in the right way. Now, he did come down and say he couldn't find any evidence that Vilma paid anybody to do anything, and that's probably the right decision, because look, if they had the evidence, and I'm talking about serious evidence, I'm talking about cash money with Vilma's fingerprints on it, or a canceled check, or a money order, or a credit card bill. They simply do not have this, and basically because of that they couldn't get Vilma, and Vilma's going to come back and sue the pants off this guy for, he doesn't want money out of the suit, he wants to get his good name at defamation for Mr. Badell. And look, there's been so many things that have gone on during his reign that he's went after certain people that, and those people have basically sued him and did other things to him, and it hadn't come to pass for him, and it's blown up in his face. And the sheer number of screw-ups that this guy has done while he's been in the office of the Commissioner of Football has, one, tarnished the shield, and has, two, made it incredibly possible that he's going to be the guy that's going to have the shortest time as commissioner of the NFL, and that short time will be probably 3 or 4 years, and that's it is what it is, So what's going to happen? And there's also a great possibility that if the Saints take Goodell and the NFL to the court, that they win the case, and not only does he have to pay, well, they'll re-sign Sean Payton, but they may very well take them to court and get those draft picks back that they unceremoniously took away from them. And basically, should they do that, it's on, because look, and also you're having to see the fact that the fans of the New Orleans Saints, the ticket holders, in other words, are going to sue the league as well, because of course they were expecting the Saints to make a run, possibly to be the first team ever to play in its home stadium in a Super Bowl. And it just didn't happen. And maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe it would have happened. You never know. But if everything was even, it's a possibility that they definitely make the playoffs. Now, after that, it's up to them to what they do, but they probably would definitely make the playoffs, and therefore have a chance of going deep into the playoffs and maybe making the Super Bowl. But without, the fact of the matter is, without, with this whole controversy swirling around the team, they really cannot do it, could not have done it, and basically, um, you know, couldn't get the job done. And this has been the MFP video report for December the 11th, 2000.